If you want to. I don't know what to say back.
ครับตอนนี้ปอก็อยู่กับเพื่อนสนิทของปอนะครับซึ่งเพื่อนสนิทคนนี้เขามีสปิริตเกี่ยวกับเป็นพวกเกี่ยวกับทางด้านการเมืองนะครับปอก็จะมาพูดกับเขาว่าทางที่อเมริกาเขามีความคิดยังไงบ้างกับทางการเมืองซึ่งที่นี่เด็กวัยรุ่นที่นี่ซึ่งอายุ18 ปีเขาก็จะมีการโหวตกันซึ่งก็จะถามว่าเขามีความคิดว่าอะไรยังไงแล้วก็เขามีการศึกษามาก่อนไหมที่เกี่ยวกับเรื่องการเมืองอะไรเงี้ยครับว่าเขามีความคิดอย่างไรบ้างหรือว่าเป็นเขามีความคิดพวกส่วนใหญ่คนไทยเขาก็จะไม่ค่อยพูดถึงเรื่องการเมืองกันใช่ไหมครับถ้างั้นเดี๋ยวเราก็จะมาถามกันว่าที่นี่เขาพูดกันยังไงบ้างอะไรอย่างนี้นะครับโอเค So the first question is like what about like American teens talk about the politics and what they think about that
Okay, so American teens, I think it's important for American teens to talk about and learn about politics because when you're 18 years old, you can vote in elections and things. And so it's important for them to look at what's going on around the world and in the country, in America, and to look around and see all the events, and then look at the political parties and the people in politics. And see if those people have solutions, right? So if in an area there's really, really poor people, see if somebody knows how to help them. If that makes sense.
and about the news like is that like always be in the middle or just bias do they have like that
So a lot of news have a bias, like Republicans and Democrats are the two parties in America, and Fox News is very biased towards Republicans, and then CNN is very biased towards Democrats. And there are some news in the middle, but what I think is important is look at both sides, so look at Fox and at CNN, and then some in the middle, and then get all the different ideas, and then make your own idea.
like which way is better like that like you agree with
Which way do I agree with?
like that right you like watch overall
Yeah, so I watch overall, and then I tend to agree more with Republicans.
Okay, and like is that like politics is sensitive in America, like the things not to talk about and they're gonna start fighting, or just the debate? Because I think I have been here like 8 months and I saw like a lot of debates and they have like their own opinions and they have the reasons. So are there like sensitive like things not to talk about or?
There are some things that people would like you not to talk about, but I don't think there's anything that you should not talk about. Everything should be brought to the table, and if some people don't like it, oh well, you don't get to control what somebody else says. And I think it's dangerous to stop people from saying things, because then ideas can't come to the table and you can't fix certain problems, Like racism in America, if nobody ever wanted to talk about that, then nothing would have happened. But because people were willing to talk about it, then they were able to fix the problem. And then debates can be really good. You can have two different people come together and have a discussion that they don't agree with each other. And you can exchange ideas if both people are decent. But what happens a lot of the time here is that the people that want to debate don't really want to debate. They just want to fight you, right? They just want to say things that are mean to you and about what you believe.
Try to teasing like
Yeah, exactly. But it is really good when like two teenagers can come together, a Democrat and a Republican can come together and talk to each other without fighting. And I think that's really good in America that we do that a lot of the time.
So the debate is like the people come together and give the reason their own opinions and they explain the reason why they think like that, why they believe like that, right? Because in Thailand we not usually have the debate, and every time they have the debate they just like start fighting.
Yeah.
But not all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's the same in America. Sometimes you just have people that want to.
Oh, so that happened too.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the time that doesn't happen, and it's just quieter, so people don't pay attention to it as much. And when somebody is really mean and loud, then it gets all the news attention, and so everybody just focuses on, the big angry debate. But it does happen a lot. A lot. Yeah. In my fourth period class even. The teacher will say something. And I'm like, I don't really agree with that. And we have a conversation, and it's good.
And we're just gonna talk about in the class, like normal class. So you're in my first period.
Yes.
So we're gonna say the pledge.
Yeah. Pledge of Allegiance. Yep.
So what's about that?
So the Pledge of Allegiance is so it has to do with the American ideals, and of course other people around the world have these same things, of being able to express your religion, have freedom to say what you want, and then freedom to pursue happiness. And so when we say the Pledge of Allegiance, what we're doing is we're saying, I pledge allegiance, so I commit to follow, or I commit to protect these rights. Like, you have terrorists that want to take those away from people, and we're saying that no, those are going to be protected, and we're going to do it, if that makes sense. Yeah.
And about American flag, how you respect the flag?
Okay, so one thing is to respect the flag, we don't have any other flags higher than it. Other countries, we respect other countries too, but in America, the American flag is always taller than any other flags. Same with like the flag of Utah. The flag of Utah goes under the American flag. And yeah.
So because in Thailand we have like respect the flag like 8 in the morning and 6 in the evening. So every time they're gonna like have the songs and we have to stop and respect the flag every day. So do you have like that too every day, or just begin the class?
So we begin the class and it's optional. Yeah. So not everybody has to if they don't want to. If they don't agree with it, I don't know why they wouldn't agree with it. But some people don't. Some people, I think you've seen, even in our school class, sometimes people don't stand up and say it. Not recently though, just at the beginning of the year. But we say it often at the beginning of class, and then at assemblies. We also sing the national anthem at assemblies. But we do, but it's not like required.
Every game too?
Yeah. So we like have a football game. We start out with the pledge and probably the national anthem, and it just gives a good feeling of people coming together. So like sports team, you have two different teams, but they're both saying the pledge, saying, look, we're really part of something bigger here. We're Americans together, even though we're playing against each other.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah, you do.
So they have two, right? The Pledge of
Allegiance, and then the national anthem. Yeah.
But the national is like longer.
Yeah, so the national anthem is a song that was written, I believe, during the American Revolution. It was written about a battle where the British were bombing one of our forts, but the American flag the whole time was staying, and the people that were fighting could only see the flag every time a bomb blew up, and it lit up the sky. When you listen to the national anthem, if you listen to the words and what they're saying, that's what it's describing. And just saying that our flag was still there, even though the mighty British were attacking us.
And the one thing, so the World War.
Yeah.
In the class, so in Thailand we not go into deep like about World War. So how American feel about war? The war is like serious things, and so I think every school learn about World War I and II.
Yeah. It's a big part of American history. World War I, not as much, because we weren't as involved in that one. The British did a lot of the fighting there against the Germans, and then we came right at the very end and helped. But World War II was a big deal because you know about the Nazis and the Holocaust, and so that's more of a big deal for us because we had to go into Europe and invade France to get the Germans or the Nazis out of France. And so there's a day, I don't know if you remember learning about this, it's called D-Day.
Oh, yeah.
Where we invaded Normandy Beach. And a lot of Americans died there. And so, you know, and on the flag, red represents the blood of the soldiers that have died. And so that's just important to us to remember that people died to stop evil in Europe.
So it's like so you have to know the history about your country like that.
Yep.
Okay. So I just want to study more.
Yeah.
Make the exchange student next year to like study
more before you go.
Yeah.
You know, world history and things. Well, luckily you're here to figure it all out, so you can go back to Thailand and say, Americans are crazy. You need to know this, this, and this.
So I think that's all my questions.
All right. Thanks, pal. Awesome. Oh yes.
ครับปอหวังว่าคลิปนี้จะเป็นประโยชน์ต่อนักเรียนแลกเปลี่ยนในปีต่อๆไปนะครับถ้าสมมุติทุกคนมีข้อสงสัยหรืออยากสอบถามนะครับสามารถติดต่อมาทาง2ช่องทางนี้เลยนะครับมีทั้ง Twitter แล้วก็ Facebook นะครับแล้วก็ถ้าสมมุติใครอยากดูคลิปใหม่ๆของเปานะครับสามารถกด Subscribe Channel นี้ได้เลยนะครับอยู่ด้านล่างนี้เลยยังไงก็ขอบคุณนะครับที่รับชมคลิปนี้แล้วก็เจอกันใหม่คลิปหน้านะครับสวัสดีครับบ๊ายบาย